Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, live on Liveonillyave, we are Real Fake Media. Let's go. It's your man's Digger Dame Lee. I'm rocking with the international household name, man. Young Man's Perspective is in the building. Let's go.
Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Young Men's Perspective Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Hodges, and I'm glad to be back on the radio with you guys tonight.
No doubt, and it's your man's Digger Dame Lee, a.k.a. Papi Razzi. You know, the guy with the bionic eye. We got a special guest in the building today, man.
Indeed. But before we get into our guest,
talk to me, Hodge.
We got something special for you tonight, all night, but we wanted to just say hello to everybody here in Atlanta and everywhere that's listening live and in the archive. And definitely wanted to make that announcement. We dropped that Young Men's Perspective edition. So definitely visit realfakmedia.com and grab your digital edition. Let us know what you think. Send us something. Let us know. Visit Young Men's Perspective like page and tell us all about your thoughts and how you feel and what you're reading and what it's doing for you, because we definitely put it out there to let you know it was all about you, my people.
Yes. Catch us there and on Real Fake Media Live on Liveonillyave as we keep saluting what we're doing over here with Young Man's Perspective Radio and Magazine. Yeah. Also, we want to give a shout out to our third host and our co-host, and that's Diamond Life. Baby, Diamond. We got to give Diamond a shout out. You understand what I'm saying? And we want to say thank you to all of you out there that have been tuning in now for 6 weeks strong. Cheers. We are doing it, people. The numbers are moving. The family is growing. And I just want to say thank you myself. Hodge the God, how you feeling, man? I know we got a lot to talk about today. How you feeling, though, baby?
Feeling great. Definitely glad to be again back on the radio. So is love and in the building with us tonight. We definitely want to chop it up with an individual that I definitely admire and watching what he's doing, because I'm watching you. He being the founder of Empowering Choices. It's definitely a nonprofit organization created, designed with programs, for young men and women to empower them. And they definitely take that approach when it's all about the presentation and how important that is and so much more. What's going on, Mr. Bob Mackey?
Bob Mackey's in the building live on Liveonillyave. What it do, King?
Thank y'all for having me.
Respect.
That's what's up, man. This is beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
I just want to know out the gate,
what's up,
Mr. Mackey. Your nonprofit organization and what you're doing with the youth. Does it deal with fitness at all? Is it into the healthiness? Because it look like you're eating weights right now, my G.
But that's something. Appearance goes all the way around.
Indeed,
so,
respect.
The way you're dressed determines how you're dressed, and most young men, they sometimes they be like, man, I want to get like you. I don't think I'm that huge or anything, but it may be an area as to fitness that they want to go in.
Right.
They don't see they see the hardcore bodies, but it's like you got to work for this. Even when you ain't in the bricks, you know.
Dig
It's hard
it,
work.
dig it. Respect,
So,
respect.
Exactly. So, creating your company, empowering choices, you got a couple of programs, and they're definitely getting some buzz. That being the power of the knot and the power of the purse. Tell me what it's all about that.
So the power of the night is all about, as I mentioned, the way you dress determines how you address. Getting young men to see that it's more about their appearance and not about their parents, of how to get from A to B. So getting, you know, and it's hand and eye coordination. You know, tying a tie. It's just not about tying a tie. We always say education in one hand, tie in the other. You know, because if they pick up the tie, pick up the mind, they don't have to pick up a gun. You know, the power of the purse. You know, for me. That's one that I had to look deep within, because we teach young ladies how to carry a purse before they think about carrying a child.
Right.
You know, as my grandma always used to say, she said, baby, you can tell she's a baby by the way she holds her hips, by the way she holds a purse. You know, and we have a lot of young ladies, and also we have a lot of women who still don't know how to carry that purse.
Right.
You know,
Facts.
So we go state to state, school to school, you know, trying to make a difference one night at a time. For the young folks, man, that's what it's about.
Now I see you.
So
getting around.
Let me ask you something.
That's what's up.
When you decided to come up with this concept, one night at a time, like, what was it really based off of? What was the drive for you to really go in that direction? You know what I mean? Not just saying like suit it up, get it up or something. You know what I mean? Like what took you into one night at a time?
Because it correlates back to you know, in the hood, you talk about the money knot. How big your knot is.
Because that's on the real, that's what my mind. I'm looking like, one night at a time. Let's get the knot beat.
So like T.I. would have the rubber band man.
Right. Okay.
You know, for me, you know, it's all about the knot and correlating that. It's if you get this knot right, you know, the other part will follow.
Okay.
You know, you'll have opportunities. Okay. And as Biggie would always say, more money, more problems, but I look at it a different way. I say no money, more problems.
How about that?
So
I can tell you that's the truth.
You know, so it's just one of those that's how we came about with it as well. So yeah, correlating the tie knot to the money knot, because everybody can talk money, you know.
Right.
So yeah,
all can relate to that paper
all day.
So because you're so well sought after, obviously, like I said, you're a busy man, and I want to be like you when I grow up.
Oh man, we all grown. We all grown.
Man, listen.
I got you.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you really doing your thing and you're getting around. What is the secret behind your programming that's making you so well sought after?
I think, man, it's just love, man. You know, it's just going in and being able to be real, you know, because at the end of the day, man, I got a story too, you know. You know, most of the time, it goes back to, you know, the times I open up the refrigerator, see nothing but baking soda. You know, when mom gets the food stamps on Saturday, they gone by Monday.
Right.
And ain't no food in the refrigerator. Tell me what's wrong with that, you know?
Right.
So just realizing that the kids needed somebody, but I didn't know who that person was, but I had to figure out who I didn't have. And that's how I came about to be, you know, who Bob Mackey is and what Bob Mackey does. So just continuing to provide that opportunity for everybody. Okay. You know, like Tupac said, it ain't no hope for the youth. Truth is, it ain't no hope for the future. Yeah. So we got to create that opportunity.
So let me ask you this: at what point in your development did you decide to go in this direction? Like, was it something that you thought about early on in your own growth, or is it something that happened like as of lately as you matured into a seasoned man of some sort? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was a lot of everything. But I always tell you a story about, you know, I called myself wanting to, you know, be the street pharmacist. You know, once upon a time, you know, being a part of that industry. Okay. And you know, it was a life-changing moment for me, because I had a guy call my connect, you know, he was like, hey, what you need? I was like, hey, this is what we need. He said, same place. I said, same place. He said, same time. I said, same time. Got dropped off, got picked up. So during the ride, you know, something that should have only taken about 2 or 3 minutes, it was 10 minutes in. And I said, where are we going to? He said, oh, hold up, you know, we're going. He said, you got what we need? I was like, yeah. So passed him everything under the seat. I said, all right. Well, I said, where's everything at? He said, I got it. So he turned around. Only thing I knew, I was staring down the barrel of a gun. Couldn't even tell you what kind of gun it was.
Right.
And like I tell the guys, I don't know, women come out, they don't start dancing.
Right.
Your homeboys don't start flashing money.
Nah.
When you stare down, you don't care about it.
Right.
And this is what he told me. He said, man, I'm gonna give you two options right now. He said, I'm gonna give you the option of getting out the car now. They're gonna roll you out later. So for me, I was like, I'm gonna take, the first option right now.
Right.
And as I was getting out the car wouldn't even stop. But he said, let me tell you why I'm not gonna pull this trigger. And I was like, please share with me, in a sense. And I was at his mercy. He said, the only reason why I'm not gonna pull this trigger is because my mom know your mom.
Wow.
And when my mom cries, because your mom crying, and I don't want to see my mom cry, And I was like, wow.
That's that real right there.
Yeah, that was like, man, this, and I'm glad he loved his mom, because
that
was it, Happy Mother's Day,
Right. Facts.
So yeah, man, just had to get in the game, get out the game, but it's still the same, man. Just a different product, man.
That's it.
Right.
Everything the same way people sell dope, they sell hope through relationships.
Right.
If you can get a junkie to buy 10, you can get a young man to change his life again. I mean, that's all about it.
Totally.
Are you a secret MC right now, Cuzzo? Tell me that. I hear you over there trying to get your bars in on the low.
Hey, we can put it on some film out. We can go in. He said, hold up. Hey, we can do it.
Rock out.
Rock out.
Yo, speaking of which, let's give some love to our family right there, man. Our engineer, James, is in the building. Yo, Cuzzo, how you been, man?
Man, I'm gravy. How about yourself?
Everything is well, man. Welcome to the 6th week. How you feeling so far?
Hey, man, I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it. Every week, I'll learn something more, learn something new.
Respect, man. YMP Radio is official. This is where you learn something.
Now, we created this platform because, a lot of us, myself in particular, come from that lifestyle as well. And you know the importance of being there to reach back and transforming and teaching them, that point and purpose of that.
Yes.
Because that lifestyle ain't about nothing. So
That's right.
talk about how receptive the youth are with you in your programs when you do go out.
Man, they're all open, and some, we always got to play that I'm too hard, I'm too cool.
Right.
At the end of the day, I get adapt either way, and it's like it's love. But yeah, schools, man, they embrace it. Mm-hmm. But what I do find though is that, and I always say, what certain people value and pay for, others don't appreciate.
Right.
They get for free.
Right.
So we have some communities who may look at my program and say, they ain't gonna do nothing for our kids, and that's how it is. I get a lot of love at the end of the day for the ones who really want change.
There you go.
And those are the ones I try to go to where I'm celebrated and never tolerated.
Exactly.
But sometimes you got to tolerate not being celebrated. And go in those areas.
Right,
so,
with the boys again.
So it's just what, it's well received from 5 years of age all the way to 19. I've done a lot of colleges as well. Because, my first time that I had to wear a suit or a tie was at a funeral. And
a lot of us, that's where it happens.
Yeah, and I made a post, it was a couple of weeks ago, is that I finally have more friends who are getting married than having more friends who are getting buried.
How about that?
It's there, but I changed my environment and getting these kids to really see, like, you can change where you are. I can't help where you from.
Right.
That's where you from is where you're always going to be from.
Right.
It ain't going to change.
Right.
What auntie house is, that's what auntie house is going to be. Mm-hmm. But don't you want to get up? Like they say, you need to get up, get out, and get something. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, getting up and getting out. You can always come back home.
Dig that.
Exactly.
Dig that. So in which direction at this point of y'all's development, do you have a major team? Is it more than just yourself that's involved? And I want to know, in which direction do you plan on growing now as the world is starting to do what it's doing, in addition to what influenced you to go in the direction of creating a nonprofit? And I think we got a caller. Oh, we got a caller, so maybe they can chime in on that. But yeah, I want to know, like, what gave you the gumption to go after the nonprofit and get it correct to the point that it facilitated your vision? You know what I mean? And where are you going to now channel it with the growth that you've already obtained?
So it's all about getting your paper. You know, it's the same mentality in the hood. You got to get your paper. Right. You know, to be legit, you got street cred. Okay. But in this world, when you do business, you got to get your credentials right. You got to get your paper right. So I couldn't go further. And I remember I went to a couple of conventions, and there were no black vendors at all. I had people walking up to me and asking me, all right, well, who's behind your company? I'm like, I'm it, you know. And they would say, yeah, I am. That's it. You know, I'm the company. And most people, it was like, wow, this has never happened. But when you're in this field, when you deal with contracts and agreements and people that pay you, you got to have your stuff ready, because once that email hits and it comes to you, you know, my rule, you got 24 hours to respond and 48 hours to figure out what you're going to respond with, you know, and send it back to them. So that's what it's all about, making sure that you're legit and your paperwork is in order, because paper is, you know, if you ain't got that in order, you ain't going to move. That's but the direction we're going to go in is just gone, you know.
That's facts.
Caller, what's your name and what's your question?
Caller, you on the line. What's your name? What's your question?
Yes, this is Leland Smith. I'm just giving a shout out to Mr. Bob Mackey and Jeff. I'm doing my best this evening, but I could not resist getting on this line and saying, appreciate what these brothers are doing. Yes. And I'm just going to try to be like y'all when I grow up.
Oh, man. Awesome, man. How you doing today, Leland? How you doing out there today, my brother?
I think you left the line.
Okay, you just show love. He got in and out.
Yeah, Leland's doing good stuff,
The
man.
gentleman's hustle.
He's big, man. Leland is huge.
So as you're listening to Young Men's Perspective Radio, we thank Leland for getting us a call in. We're sitting with our very special guest, Mr. Bob Mackey, and we're going to take a commercial break, pay these bills, and we'll be right back.
Future. Ladies and gentlemen, I see what y'all doing is going down. Y'all seen right there, Mr. Mackey himself, yo, man. They tuning in from all over the world. You in Australia right now. You in, let me see, you in New York right now. You in Cali. You in Ohio right now.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Yo, call in. Listen to me, yo. Y'all see what's happening. Call in. Say what's up to Mr. Mackey. Y'all seen. If y'all ever, was associated, watched the Ohio State football team back in the 90s, man. Look up Scotty Graham. This is stunt double right here. His Guabo Dopper, whatever that thing is called. You know what I mean? But listen, I want
bobblehead.
Nah. But listen, man, I want to give a shout out to everybody. Diamond, how you doing, beloved? You know what I mean? We glad you made it in the building. We got Lucky C. He all the way over in DR right now. He doing it real big, splashing around with the Bolique was looking real fly. We got Q-Mar Afterglow in the building, doing her thing, showing love and support. We want to give a shout out to Derek Coney. He's in the building. Frankie Lynn Hines is in the building. Yo, I think she may be reaching out tonight as well, dropping off some of that Dr. Jewelry to us. We got Brooklyn Sun in the building. You know how we love Brooklyn Sun. Hey, baby. And you know Corey D. Frazier's in the building, a.k.a. Lil Ratchet, a.k.a. Ratch Deuce the Dunce, Mr. Fuck You Face himself, live and direct, Cito Entertainment. It's all in the building, baby. You know what I mean? Let me see. We got Sequina in the building. Yo, Sequina, what it do, cuzzo? How you enjoying Cali right now? You've been palm tree to palm tree. I've been watching your movement. Don't think I can't see you. Adrena Williams, a.k.a. Miss Ratch Deuce. You know I love you, sis. Keep holding my brother down. I'm going to see y'all in a minute. It's going to happen. Urge 7, we coming to see you, cuzzo. Keep holding your cousin Ratchy down, man. Just keep banging out the music. You got mad. Hey, man, we about to big you up hard body in 1 second. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, my baby sister Sharika is in the building. Yo, sis, I love you. Just go ahead and hop on the road. Come see me. I know where you at. That's only like 3 hours away now. You in the Cacalax. Come see me. Gina, you in the building. Gina Thomas is in the building. Let's give some love to Christy Lux as well. Yo, Lux, you doing big things, beloved. I like your hustle. Rahman Sadiq, you doing your thing right now. I like what you're doing, Audio P. I need that music. You know what I mean? Yeah. Barry Lovegrove, all the way in Australia. That's our family, all the way in Australia, right there. My cousin Barry, he collecting jobs and getting supervising positions and all that, so the money be better. You know what I mean? I see what you're doing, you big bloke. Yeah. Rebecca McGee, my sister's in the building. I love it. I love what you're doing. Yes. Armand FT Izzo, what it do? Salute. Yeah, we got Miss Matthews. Melinda Matthews is also in the building. Y'all might as well share this. Y'all might as well show love and tell the rest of the world that we activated tonight, man. We got Bob Mackey in the building. Wow. He dropping jewels. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. Y'all know who he is. Y'all seen him? He healthy over there. Healthy is the new gangster. You're looking at the new gangsters right now, you know what I mean? That's one of the new gangsters right there. You see what I'm saying? You better get your knot up.
What an instrumental is.
Uh-oh.
I know you got those bars too.
Yo.
What's the instrumental? You got the bars too?
Welcome back, y'all. And you're listening to Young Men's Perspective Radio here on 1100atlanta.com. And thank you for listening, you guys. And in the building with us is our very special guest, Mr. Bob Mackey.
Yes, sir.
Founder and CEO of Empower Choices. That's right. And now we're here to talk about that, empowering our youth and young men and young ladies.
All right, let me ask you this. Cousin Bob Mackey. The name of the company that you chose, what put you into the empowered choice? Like, what put you there? Like, because that's a very genius tag right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a very cold brand. So how did you dive into that? What directed you there beyond any other expression?
Yeah, it's just so the M, M, most people spell empowering with the EM. For me, it was all about Mackey. Kind of having to rebrand my name.
Okay.
So that's why you got M hyphen empowering choices. Just rebranding the Mackey name, because you can go to certain areas like where Leland called from. Mackey's doesn't have. We got a great reputation, man. But we got kids that's growing up in this field that when you say Mackey's gonna mean something,
right?
And that's where we are now. And I speaking of kids, my wife Bridget Mackey is listening.
What up, Bridget Mackey? What up, cuzzo?
That's right. I had to do that. I wanted to go home tonight. No. My son Evan Paul and my daughter Layla Mackey. So
what's up, little cuzzo?
Reinvent the name, man.
Right.
That's what it's all about. And some of us, we can get some bad raps. Right. And as I tell kids, what you do in the 6th and 7th grade, that's what you're going to be known for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Some of the guys, and we know them, they always talk about what they done in high school, because that's the only thing they've done in high school, was in high school. And guys who, I got the record, they broke the record.
Al Bundy syndrome.
Yeah. Tell me something new. The same guys who I could have been those guys, but the same guys. Yeah, and it's like nothing else. You around the hood all day. You know everybody. Well, Mr. Bob, he knows everybody because he ain't got nothing else to do. Have people to where they're respecting what you do. They ain't gotta respect you as a person, but they respect. They respect
your ears, though.
That's it.
Dig it.
Let me ask you, who's Bob Mackey? Where you getting all this inspiration from? Come on, man. Let's know. Let's stick them on. Let's know.
Man, man. It's
where you getting all this?
Man, I had a great grandmother, but a lot of it came from just I know we got Phil Mob in the back, but it's some things that I don't know where it comes from sometimes, man. Just life in general is and it's not bad. No. But it's like, man, like I could be back here once again. You on top today, but you can be in the bottom of the barrel tomorrow. Right. So it's just trying
trust me.
Just trying to
listen. I just spoke on that today. I was speaking to one of my family mates, Jill Lundy, aka Super J Central, and she and I were speaking on how just before the Ohio State Michigan game, just before that weekend. I was in a certain position, and I mean, literally within moments, it was a whole nother reality.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Like within moments, literally. So yeah, what you're saying is very accurate, and I salute you, man. Like
Appreciate it.
Like, yeah, man.
I salute you all. You know, because I mean, you get recognition and giving people a platform is some people struggle with that,
right?
Because it's all about we as brothers, we're talented by nature, but we're competitive. No, we're
selfish by practice.
Yeah, selfish by practice, but also jealous by competition.
Right.
And it's not about more so. I don't want the platform. And it may sound crazy, but a lot of things I do go unnoticed. Because I'm not trying to figure out, who does the credit go to? We just know it needs to get done.
Exactly.
Let's not fighting over who's doing it. Join hands to get it done. Let's create a new problem. Let the world do something new. Right now the world's confused. They don't know what problem the world has.
Talk about where they can find you and type of next programs they can look and anticipate where they can know what's going on.
Gotcha. You can find for Empowering Choices, go to the website empoweringchoices.net. You can look up Mr. Show Me Your Friends and I'll Show You Your Future. You can Google Bob Mackey and also Facebook. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, it's at Power2045. And a lot of things with the power they're not, we'll pull up, but trace hard enough and you'll find, you'll find the true source.
How you spelling Mackey for the people? Like, is it with a Y or an I-E?
Yeah, it's a Y, man. M-A-C-K. E-Y. It was Bobby Mackey, but as most people say, why'd you change your name? It's because it was 3 top millionaires named Bob Mackey. I said, I'm going to be the 4th one.
How about that? Anything else would be uncivilized.
That's it.
So with that being said, give me 2 things. Give me one of your most inspiring moments working with our youth and your closing remarks.
Inspiring moments where we're able to just work with the kids, it's not the ones that people didn't want to work with, it's they didn't know how to work with.
Right.
But I do a scholarship every year, Bob Mackey, that we give away some bread, with 10, 12,000, and we give this away, and but it's earned in a sense. And an inspiring moment for me, man, is just to see my fam, to my wife, my daughter, because out of 6 kids, I'm the only one who didn't graduate high school. Okay. But I'm the first one who graduated college. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Gotcha. I'm the first, for me, of having children who have 2 parents in the household that are working in the common lane to really build a family. Right. It may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but that's something I never had. We grew up in the hood where every month, everybody went to the post office box at the same time. Right. We grew up in, and I always say the hood because the country, Jackson County, was a lot worse than the hood. See, in the hood, they get resources. They have services. Right. When you in the country, you ain't got nothing. Right. You got the school counselor. And if she don't like your mom and dad, it's probably because y'all got the same problems your mom and dad had growing up. So you definitely ain't getting no services from there, So that's what it's all about,
Well, I definitely appreciate you taking this time to join us on the show.
Gotcha, man.
Continue great success, man. Hats off to you and salute. Bob Mackey in the building.
Bob Mackey, ladies and gentlemen. Big up, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, okay. There you go. That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all heard where y'all can find them out there at empoweringchoices.net. Check them out and definitely bring him in to handle your youth with his program so they will definitely get empowered with what they do.
Get that knot, baby. And get that knot.
We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Young Men's Perspective, and that's my guest, Bob Mackey, in the building.
Awesome. Enjoy. Hey, man, go ahead and hit the instrumental, man.
Get that man what he needs for
Yo, give him an instrumental, cuzzo.
Yeah, what you got? I know you sitting on something, too.
Me?
Nah. I know y'all got something.
Nah. We don't got nothing.
Rick got it all?
Rick got it all back there. Hey, man, listen. I definitely want you to do one.
Slick Rick the Ruler, Rick James. Listen. Stephanie M. Jackson is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give a shout out. Angela Richards is in the building live on IHeartRadio. It's a beautiful thing right now. Yeah, Deucey. He rocking the orange shirt. That's right. He just wanted to join the matches on watching his sneakers. You know what I mean? Definitely check him out. Yo, Williams Macadocious is in the building. Mr. Mac, what it do? Cousin Dre Cornelius is in the building live on IHeartRadio. Oh, we making it happen. What they hitting for? Latifa Sanchez, what it do, mommy? Jeremy Hawkins is in the building, producer extraordinaire. My cuzzo. Yo, D Price, what it do, cuzzo? Hold on.
You know we got to get back on the air, man. Catch up and get with me, man.
Hold on. We got to do this. Hold on. Let's look at it. Don't worry about hearing the fan. Don't worry about that. That's just the fan.
Ray, you catch this quick for us real quick?
Oh, you gonna throw my shit down like that?
Just like that.
Cold piece of work, Jeff. This is how most cuss words. This is how most cuss words get said out loud. It's shit like that. Oh, let me stand in the middle. That's gonna look odd and shit.
Yeah, it's like
1, 2, 3. One more time. I'm gonna start in this. There it just went. 1, 2, 3.
Appreciate you.
This was up.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Oh, pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, for that little fall off. That wasn't me. That wasn't me, but it was me. But it was me. Yo, make sure y'all check out on cdbaby.com, my baby brother CD. Little Rash Deuce the Dunce. He got that Refuse to Break in motion. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all cipher up with the young God, because this is what we doing, baby. Now it's about to get deep. The gear's about to change a little bit. B Mac then came, blessed the stage. You know what I mean? Told us how to get it right. Let us know he rocking with the youth. Let us know how to get that knot. Empowering. And they got scholarships. They breaking bread, 10 and 12. Them is bands. Empower yourself. The Mackey way. So listen, man. I got a feeling we rocking right now. In my mind, I think we rocking. Yo, Frankie Crystal, what it do, baby? You officially live on IHeartRadio. Say what's up to your family. You see Frankie Lynn Hines, the original Frank Lynn. Yeah. I don't know how to do it. It ain't gonna let me do it on here. Yo, sweet baby Keita, you official. You just got off the road and you tuned in. You awesome, man. You know I ain't got the iPhone. You trying to embarrass me, Frankie. You know I want to do the all-in-one jump off. You know I do. So y'all see what we doing right now, man. We really trying to go hard right now. We about to talk about the Hodge right now. Now stay with us. This is about to get different.
All right, we back in the